Hello and welcome back to No Man's Land. We got a few chores ahead of us. I have been out here this morning doing some tree work, clearing as many trees as we can to get in prep for another paddock. I think that's our sorghum that's ready to be collected today. I also did buy a tree demolisher. I don't remember what they call it, because you know with the smaller trees we used to just knock them down and not worry about them. So with that thing, I'm now using that to collect wood chips, which we're throwing into the carpentry building, which will help us get more furniture and pellets. So I figured that'd be a worthwhile investment because it won't take long to pay for itself. There we go. We might try and pick this one up. Get this one sorted as well. May as well clear it out while we can. The chickens are going not too bad actually. What have we got in there? Well, they've actually reproduced and got all their stuff sorted out. So what do we got? Yeah, there's a couple there. Couple new ones. So I'll have to sell a few. Or get a bigger pen. So we'll drop these off and then we'll jump into the harvester and we will get over there. Whoa, that probably broke all the eggs. And we'll get over there and start on the field. So that's it there, the tree demolisher. Or I just put that little trailer on the back of the tractor and go honking through the trees, and once we've done it all, we had 30 or 40,000 litres of wood chips. It was about $100,000 though, so hopefully it pays off. Which with that carpentry building, it will pretty fast actually. Might plonk this just over here. I can start loading up and we will go and get in our harvester. So basically what I've been doing is just clearing out over here on this hill. We probably won't run the field as wide as where this rock is sticking out there. But we'll probably go like from here all the way across to the other side. So it's going to be basically mirroring the field that we're doing now. Pardon me, we'll have to come back and sort those logs out. It's harvesting some of this sorghum and should be good. Looks like we missed a patch over there. We'll have to make sure that we don't miss it next time. But now we have cleared that over there, we could probably go a little bit further across with the next one. We'll just have to have a look and see where it puts us. I think I might have to buy the adjustable harvester tool so we can get some more speed out of these things. But doing 10 isn't a bad deal. It's cutting pretty wide. We could go wider. The fields are getting bigger. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that area there that used to be all the trees. If we can flatten it out a little bit, maybe put up some more garages, or probably too small to do any grapevines. I was thinking about doing the grapevines up on the hill just there. We'll see. I've never done them before, so we're going to give them a shot, I think. But we'll get this done and dusted and we will come back when we get loaded up. Got to grab the truck and unload her. Full already. We can go and throw this straight to the flour mill. A little bit too short, huh? There you go. Maybe not. I love this one, it holds a ton, so I think this is something that one of the sizes we're going to get, I think, moving forward. It'll be great. Slowly, slowly. Goes pretty fast, I suppose. Could be a lot slower. What we might do is throw the helper in here to give us a hand to get the next few runs done, and we'll head over there and pick up some trees. Maybe clear out the greenhouses and try and plan what we're going to do next. But definitely want to do something up there. I've never ventured up there before with anything because of the hills and the trees and the stones, so it might be good just to get a couple of plots of land and just do a couple of big long runs of vines. I have seen you can do like olive trees separately, so I'll have a look at that even maybe. Not sure, I just want to venture into doing different things. You know, we've got some cattle now, some chickens, maybe some sheep, and then we'll start looking at more production sort of style stuff. I've never really ventured into that either, past like carpentry and bakery, I guess, is about as far as I've ever gone. The dairy could be good now if we start to get some decent milk. Let's get this lined up. Park this thing out of the way just over here. Not going to be needing that. I think our grass is actually ready to do too. Is our mowers. We could always just use the front mower and the trailer instead of doubling up on ourselves, but I think we'll just use them both for now. I would love to have enough cash to buy one of the Crone ones. That would be super handy, especially if you could run like a baler or something behind it. I have seen it done on PC. I don't know if I don't think it can work on a console, but yeah, I do have all the gear to and the PC now to play on the PC. I just haven't yet, so it's something I'm gonna have to venture into in the next few days and have a bit of a play around. The downside is obviously I can't continue the same game saves. I suppose, I mean, it's not a huge big issue. It gives an opportunity to play different maps and other maps and do more stuff as well, so let's get at it. Yep, we don't own that part of the land yet. For some reason it's not letting us mow it. It looks like we own it. Hang on. Maybe we don't. It's, yeah, that's weird. They're right on the line for it. Actually, we're inside the line, aren't we? Super weird. Or is half of our mower broken? That is the question. Lower. It's mowing it now. That's super weird. Oh well. Maybe half our mower wasn't working. Cut it nice and clean though. Nice it's all in one pile, makes it a lot easier for collection later on. Let's get all of this done. We've got heaps of grass around the place actually now. I've cleared some trees we I might do that off camera and start absolutely chock-a-blocking up the silage barn silo thing that we got over there now. These will take full advantage of it. We need to make some big cash and start getting us some more land and some more equipment, some more production. So I think once we can get all that stuff sorted and done, we're on a winner for sure. But I'll keep knocking this down and we'll pop back and see you soon. So duck back over and empty out. I didn't think he was going to get 2 full tanks out of this, but looks like we're going to have a little bit more, which is great. Well, the merrier, closer to 67, 70,000 maybe, I reckon. It'll hold about 29,000 a run, so yeah. 65, 68,000 would be pretty killer to throw up in the grain mill. Pumping it out, literally. What can we plant now? Wheat, barley. When do we plant sorghum? Wouldn't mind throwing sorghum in again, but I can't plant that until April, which is probably gonna suit when one of the other fields are finished anyway. So might throw some wheat or barley in. Handy for the chickens and for the grain mill. So let's have a look at that for a minute. What else can we do up there in the bakery? Cake. So we can get milk and butter, I'm pretty sure, from the dairy. Strawberries we can turn one of our greenhouses to. Sugar, I think that's from sugar cane. We'll have to have a look at that. Never done sugar before, but I think if we can step it up to start making some cake, we're pretty well laughing. We've got plenty of flour in there because the bread just takes forever to make. Yeah, why not? Flour, sugar, milk, eggs, butter, strawberries. We can do it all, I reckon, except for the sugar straight away. Park this back out of the way. Have to have a look at a dairy. I sold a trail load of that furniture that we had there too, so we got a bit of cash. So I think it's perfect time to have a look at what we can do. Gotta clear some of these out because we're not using most of them. Dairy. That. Milk. Soybeans and sugar. Where can we put this beast? Where's all the points for in and out over here? Put it in front of this thing. Put it over here on the side. Maybe this here's a good spot. There we go, I got a dairy. Nice and cheap. Well, not cheap, but what can we do with that? Sorry, I'm learning here too. I've never done it, so. Butter. That just needs milk. Out comes butter. Cheese, milk, butter. Chocolate, milk. And out comes chocolate. Is that right? No. Cheese, milk to cheese. So chocolate we need milk and sugar. And soy milk we need soybeans and sugar. So now we've got to make sugar. But for now, with the milk that we got, we could churn out some butter and cheese, and that's a win, even if we load up the bakery first with that. So sugar. Sugar mill. I mean, we should just probably throw one in and see what happens, right? It's not gonna... We own all this land up through here, obviously. I just don't know if we should crowd it all in here, or... I suppose while we're learning, it's not a bad deal. We don't have machinery and stuff to park here anymore. We're going to have to change these around later on anyway. Once they empty out, we can move them and change them, and not going to fit in there, unfortunately. What about over here? How much of a mess is it going to make if we put this in here? Because the land's pretty much useless for anything else. If we... You know what we'll do? We'll save the game first, so if it does make a mess, we can come back and save and get back to where we were. Just a bit cautious about putting things up on the hills like that, because usually they make a big mess. Sugar mill. Yeah, that's a mess. Alright, we'll reload this and come back. Alright, so we're back in game. I will go back and sort that out in a minute, but it didn't work over there, so I've just restarted it and we'll finish this off. So we end up getting 60, so we're up to about 70,000 litres now. It's not going to be too bad at all, I'd say. Yeah, we'll have to find a new place to put that down, because it was just a mess up there. Maybe I'll try and level it out a little bit more. Being on Xbox, we're very limited, but it is not a huge issue. Let's get this finished off, and then probably go over there and put it over near the cattle or behind the new silage shed thing that's there. We still have a little bit of manure left there from when we had that little tiny cattle farm there. And some wood. A little bit of lumber there, and I think there's almost a full trailer load over there from where I've been cleaning off that mountain. This isn't a bad size field, like 70,000 litres, or 72,000, 73,000, and you work it all out. Cannot complain at all. Pretty excited about getting some different productions going. Come over here and we'll pipe it all out. Love this thing, it just slowly builds up some speed and just sits at 50 kilometers an hour. It's like brrr, just rolling along. I'm actually wondering, because you can't really do a whole lot with this part here. Is this land where it's sort of only using like 2/3 of it, so do we square it off under this mountain? Under there, bring it across, go all the way up to there. That'd be another 10, 20,000, 30,000 maybe. Definitely be worth it. Not sure why we didn't do that before. Strange times. The only thing this harvester needs is a beacon. LED strobe, something like that. Just love the lights, love the strobes, so let's go. Right, let's stick this over here on top of the hill. A few stumps here by the look of it. Not a big deal, we can't build up there at the moment. There goes 73,000 litres. Definitely going into the flour mill. Right, I'll head up there and then we'll pop back for you. Alright, it's all loaded off in there. Actually, right, it's turned on. All good to go. I think we'll head back down. Got a few pallets there from the maple syrup. That should be good fun. I don't know how many litres of milk we got. Probably not a whole bunch of it right now. That can definitely go into the dairy. Just thinking, I'm probably not going to do a whole lot in between here. Maybe we'll put the dairy over here, or this land's pretty much useless to put much on except for some animal farms, so I think we can throw the dairy. Alright, so already got the dairy there, so we're just going to throw the sugar mill here. And then make sure this is all level. This one looks okay. And this one stepped up a little bit. So she's a bit of a raised area, so we will try and landscape that, even if we can just smooth it, soften, whatever we'd call it. Nope. It's a bit better. Now we'll try and soften that out a bit. Got the lumps and bumps. Oh, cool. Bit of carnage by the look of it. So yeah, we've got our dairy sitting here. A sugar mill. Never had either of these before, so it's gonna be some good fun. There we can just put milk in there. Sugar mill. Everything makes sugar. Sugar cane. Syrup. That's pretty cool. So we can do sugar cane, sugar beet. Either way, we're gonna end up with sugar, which is what we need for chocolate. And for cake, what do we need? Sugar, we can get that now. Milk, we can get that now. Eggs, we've got that. Butter, see, we've got enough now to sort out to making some cakes. We just have to get some sugar cane. That is killer. We are good to go. That's what we've got to work on now, is just obviously we've already got milk sitting over there, so we can go and get some of that. Where's that truck? Still got a heap of silage over there to collect as well. Oh, and our grass. I had this getting mowed before when I had to stop because I wanted to make sure we didn't make a mess, which was lucky because we made a mess. We'll get this last bit of grass cut. Once he's done, we can come over and pick that up for silage. I was loading up some timber before, so we can get a few more bits of timber for that to throw into the carpentry. This fella, I'm thinking, I'll park this back over here to load up the furniture because there's going to be money in that. And we can get over there and start clearing out that field. Getting it all happening and getting lost what I was doing there for a minute because I made a mess with the sugar mill. When can we plant sugarcane? That is the question. Not until March, April, which is fine. Just before sorghum. We can still do wheat and barley right now, so that is good. Just wondering, do we extend this field while we have the chance? Or do we wait until next harvest once we've cleaned out all the stumps and the timber? Decisions. I think we're gonna wait. We'll get this one all cultivated first, and then we'll try and maybe lay out a bit of a marker in it, because we've got a fair bit of room. We can extend it over there. It's sort of just a loss. Can't do a whole lot more there. We can use a worker to do this because we can't use a worker to do the grass collection, so he can go on his merry way. We will get our forage wagon. Actually no, I'm going to keep this because I need it for the tanker for the milk. Got that bit out first. Where did I put the tanker? There it is. Are we still full of water? Can I put water in this new one? Yep, there we go. That way we can come back and get it. Let's go over and sort out this milk. Should have slurry, manure and milk sitting there now. Check on the cows. A little bit all overshot at the moment. I'm trying to catch up on everything. So 4,000 litres of milk. Turn the grid off. So we've only got really half of what we can have in here anyway. And we don't have anywhere for... That's right. I didn't put one in because we were going to download one that was suited better for us. I need to start writing notes. I'm jumping between this and Western Wilds. I forget what I'm up to. I've been doing heaps of work off camera on Western Wilds just to get that sort of up to scratch. I just forgot what I was up to on this one. Not a whole lot. There was something. I don't think we have a whole lot of usage for our slurry right now, so we could just sell it or store it. You can always put in like a BJ or something like that later on. But for now I've got new productions I've never done before, so it's going to be an interesting learning curve. Throw this up in here. Grab our forage wagon. Oh, we've got to get the back of the truck first. I think the forage wagon's over here because I was going to try and use it before with the tree mulcher thing, but I ended up just buying like that little TLX trailer. Okay. Go and get this grass sorted out. I think we get a couple hundred litres from this, I'd say. 100,000, I mean. Get this going. Well, I've got to get some more silage additive too. What's it called? Yeah, silage additive. Running a bit short, or it's empty, so not a big deal. A bit more through this and come back at you. Alright, heading back with our fourth load, I think it is. Getting there. I think there's probably one more load to go. We've got some butter sitting there that we ran into before. Let's see how we going. What have we got going here? I've got one of the open gardens, I think it is, doing strawberries. There we go. And I've got that set to storing at the moment, so what we'll do is we'll probably put that onto, I'd say we should just put that onto distributing if we can. There we go. And I think the other one's still doing potatoes like it was. We got some bread cracking out. So yeah, we're getting there. We've got all this going still. Wood chips are building up. We've still got heaps of them. So probably put the butter on distributing, milk on distributing, and then we'll start seeing all this stuff build up hopefully. But well, we've got to take milk up separately once the cows are earning it because they're chewing through it and it's all turning to butter and cheese. So we'll leave that for now. We haven't got anything going in our sugar mill. Have to plant something for that. Yeah, we're slowly getting there with it. What we'll do is we'll the butter that's already out. It's alright, we can pick it up, so that's a win. It's probably going to go flying through the air just up here like it always does. Unsalted butter, there you go. I haven't seen any cheese come out yet, but yeah, $2,000 a pallet's not too bad, so at least we know once it all goes into the ingredients for cakes, we should be rolling in it. Oh, I've done a huge big loop right around the wrong way then. Let's get the rest of this picked up. Just got to pick up some logs over there that were in the middle of the field. That's all cultivated now, ready for some seed. I just got to grab these 3 rows and we are good to go. Just grabbing the last of the grass. We're over 1.2 million litres of grass in that storeroom now, and it is chewing through it. That other one we used to have done about 50,000 litres of silage a day. This one seems to be doing like 150 to 200,000, so we still have all this grass around everywhere that we could mow if we need to keep that topped off. And even if you know, we get too much grass for now, we can always just throw that in our silo. I want to have a look and see how many cattle we hold, because if we're going to be using them for milk and manure, we're going to have to make sure we got a decent stock in there to get a good turnover. I don't think that's a very big one at the moment, but I don't want to go too huge with it. Reproduction is 10%, still got heaps of food. Chickens, they're pretty much full, I think. Just walk through walls. Amazing you are. So you can still have another 145, so I'm thinking that you can have up to 145, my bad. Maybe we buy another 30. It's up to 90. And that'll help us get more products flowing through. Keeps us a little bit busier. We have to get this put away. This trailer's looking a little bit worse for wear, and we're going to need some fuel as well, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. I'm thinking that excess land we have over there on that mountain, we could sort of maybe try and build some shelters or machinery sheds. Things already due for some maintenance again. We just got to come through here, and there's still a few stumps I've noticed that are through here. We could put some long skinny sheds up on top of here. But with this one here, let's see if I can get a wider angle. So I've just done like that's the original field there. Added in the extra. It's not too bad. We should be able to pay a bit more on there, honestly. So that's what we're after. I think we've got all the logs loaded up, so we can take them and drop them at our carpentry productions. Just making sure there's no more little ones. I think we're good to go. Let's pull it over there with the tractor. We could pull it with that telehandler, but she'll lift the wheels off the ground because of that big weight on the back as well. It's not a bad day in reality. We've got a fair bit done. Sorted out a field, harvested a field, done our grass. Oh, got some new productions cranking. Might have to start sort out a lorry or something soon if we're going to start needing to do a lot more pallet moving. And we're going to have to be careful of how many pallets we have sitting around too because of the limit. I haven't hit that limit. before on this game, and I don't really want to, so that's why we'll try and send some of these onto distribution, just in case we forget to collect them. Don't get the last bit. Oh, you bugger. See if that's enough. Well, this didn't work out well. Here we go. But I was stuck on the trailer there for a minute. Alright, so that's all of that done. Can leave that there as we do not need it anymore. So we've been and gone through a fair bit of money today. I think we started out with 40,000 and now we're back to 90,000, but we have a whole lot of new stuff, so that's a win. I think what I might do is off camera, I'll go and mow around the rest of the paddocks and fields, collect all that up, give us some more silage. That's about all, really. Should be about it. Just trying to think. Yeah, everything else we're waiting on till tomorrow, so we can seed and roll and lime and fertilize and do everything we got to do. So hope you have a great day. Oh, that's a bit weird. Keep safe. Thanks for watching, and if you like what you see, please give us a like and a subscribe, maybe even a share. Have a great day. See you soon.